Good day. For me, it's sort of morning, afternoon. I'd love to take you on a ride. I really would. I wish I wasn't alone sometimes. Sometimes I can see and vision, and I just want to share before I even come to make these videos. And I have 3, 4, 5 videos behind, and then I bump into some artwork that amazed me. And the artwork goes like this. On a dice cube, okay, we connect 1 and 7 as oppositions, creating 7. But on the face, it turns into the limit. It's either like this or like this. Do we go through the heart or around the heart? And in between, what is 2 and 5, right, will be 3.5. 3.5, it's a special number. I do not have the answer in here, but I saw 3.5 many times. 3.5 grams for every time you buy it. You buy a bag, they sell 3.5 grams. There's a reason for it. 5 doesn't divide in 3. But this is what I've seen. If this is the design, it says I am 7 of 8 parts away from the next hour where the big hand, gets the hour. So I go 7.5, 56 and 4 is 60 minutes. So I know every turn of 45 that turns me around to 60 seconds will get me to the whole hour. 7.5, 57, 75. 5 by 7, 5 plus 7 is 47, equals to the word time. 8 times 7.5 is 60 of 360 degrees. 365.25 is the remainder of the year, which tells me, although we're not going in cyclical values right now because that goes through man's heart. It's all based on man's heartbeat, and it catches up and it goes forward. They throw us into the future. We have no choice. So the missing time is right here. 5.25 is because the pin, the number 5 position of 1/4 of man that spins, makes up the value of the day. 5 times 60 is 300, plus 25 is 325. 325. 3 by 2 is 6, times 5 is 30. 5 and 3 and 2 is 11, equals 41. That makes us, in the word us, USA, us angels. But forget about that. 7 times 7.25, 7 by 7 is 49. 7 by 5 is 3.5. You see, it's always 0.5. So you always get 7 by 5 is 0.5. That's why you're always getting that bag, because it's showing this time. What is left between this quarter and this quarter is split up. You see the shin? This would make the shin, the sin and the shin. After and before, 12. 525 equals JG, J equals 10, G equals 7, 10, 0 equals 6, because it is the center value, 2 equals 6. Makes JG 77, Jack God, Jesus Christ. 7 parts of 1/8 in a racetrack is usually run in 12 seconds. The light hand of God. But if this is the light hand of God and 0 equals 10, if 10 equals to 0 equals 6, then we must take 525 and put 6 in between on both sides, saying 25 because of the point, 625. The Mayan time, 25, 625 is what we call for right now. Also, 41 times 625 equals 25, 625. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625. And 4 by 4 and 4 and 4 is 256, half of the memory, because of how we split time up. Everything is perfect. When you cut and you have a blade that runs in a circle and you get to the corner, you'll be cutting the top and the bottom, but you won't be hitting the corner until both ends are done. The point is last, or the point is first. When you hit the point, you hit all sides, because otherwise there is no point. Otherwise, you're running the same way. When we run half of 3.75, we end up in Idaho. This is the magic gun, 3, 7, and 5. Half the 75, 50 and 25 to the halfway point of the dartboard equals 375. If you take 210, okay, and you divide it by 3.75, we're back to 56 again. 56, okay, that's the dartboard, okay. Now we're going to take the dartboard and we're going to go 210 plus 420 plus 630 equals 1260. Now I'm not going to get into this part, which would be 1266, but it's 1260 divided by 75 equals 168 communication. Now I can't get into that too many numbers right now, okay? Let's just go on to this part. If the time was on 3, it would show 180 and 52. The hand was on 3 and this was 52.5, this would show me 52.5, which would make it 232.5, okay, which is dividing between two sides. So we're not going to go with the 0.5, we're just going to leave it. All right, 23, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 is 6 and 5, just like we did. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 is 6 and 5, like we did. We add them both on, we get 34, 43, hot and cold, and presidents. We get Barack Obama, JFK. I'm not going to count the 34th president. I'm not going to count the 43rd president, because everything has been moved back one because of Grover Cleveland, elected twice, counted once. 34, 43 is 77. Jesus Christ, right here, the same number, Jesus Christ, between Pennsylvania and Baltic. If we were running in the other direction, we would come up to probably near Oriental. G, 7th letter. U, 21st letter. N, 5th letter. Do I have to say any more? 3 and 4 make 7. 1 and 6 make 7. Now, if I run this into low shoe, this would end up saying 4. This would say 7. That would give me my 711 in the one spirit section. If this was low shoe, and this would be 3, this would be 2, back to 3, 2. This would give me 5, this would give me 7, back to 57, 75. I only worked on the first number and the third number. I'm missing 2 and 5, which is in the center. I have it over here. If I put 2 and 5 in the center, what happens right now is we now link the two areas. This 2 and 5, excuse me, this is not the way I wanted to do it, but this 2 and 5 to here. The 2 and 5 and the 2 and 5 would actually be 9 and 5 and 2 and 5. It would now be 9 and 5, 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 2 is 7. 57 one more time. 57 one more time. And everything links. And the time is 12 o'clock. Because everything is straight up and down. And it's from the point. If it was down to the bottom, it'd be up and down here. But it's not. It's to the point. But in this point, when you run this one into this one, okay, up and down, this one would be down. Instead of it going 2, it goes 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8. But the first 2 is gone because everything else is in between and below. So this is how we link together low shoe numbers and time, where they show up on the dice cube, where they show up on this dice cube, okay, and how the numbers click in time to the exact time of the formation of everything that's been created by man, and nothing to do with me other than me projecting what they have shown me. So I'm just relaying this inside a puzzle in which I put together that should say exactly what it is. And the reason for 34 and 22, which is also the back door, equals to the 55. And if you want to see what 55 does, 5 by 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 10. Add 6 more. 5 by 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 10 is 35. Add 6. 41. We're back to the beginning again. 41. 1 and 4. 1 times 4 is 54. Now, if you want to go into 54, now, I'm going to see if I can go back. This is only 8 minutes. I have more that connects to 50. Everything connects. Everything connects. You see this? You see what this says? I wrote, who I am. That's this design over here. This design over here just says I am. See the two I ams? I mirrored it. Isn't that what Marty Leeds says? You have to mirror it? He's absolutely right. I saw that video and it's still in my head that I want to go back over this and put it together in low shoe and reflect it off the dice and put it together in the deck of cards. But we have to make sure that when we're doing all these designs, it's me to you, you to him to you, and we're all a link. Me to him behind me. Although he gets me, he doesn't get him, but without him, they don't have me. He doesn't have me. He's gone. I'm gone. They're gone. They're all gone. No more links. It's 360 degrees. So when we put things on top of each other, what might look like one line, like when we're writing, is actually multi-dimensional. But the lines of a pen go right over each other. You can't even tell. We reconnected everything. That's the thing about this, is we have to understand that when we see things that are cut off in different shapes, they were all some sort of perfect shape to begin with. Because if you really want to start at something, I will jump into one small thing if I could. Lines, numbers. You want to go on? Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. How many lines? There are 11 lines and 9 numbers to make a box. 4 on the outside, 2 and 2 on the inside. 4, 5, 6, and the other way is 7, 8. Okay, you have to remember, okay, that, see, this is 1 line, this is 2 lines, this is 3 lines, this is 4 lines, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 12 lines, okay? 11 plus 1 is 12, but there's only 9 numbers. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8. Then you have 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Where did I get this 9? It must be in this one of these other additions over here. We write the number 4. This is what the 4 is. Or this is what the 4 is. Okay? What I did in these pictures is I went 3 around 3. I went 2 through 2. I went all the numbers through each other. And if you noticed, 2, 5, 6, 8, and 9 are all windows. 9, 17, 23. 28 brings the moon. 30 brings creation. Here's what 31 looks like. Here's what here's what 1 looks like. Here's what 4 looks like. And here's what 7 looks like. 1, 4, and 7. 1, 4, and 7, Jen. 1, 4, and 7, Jen. Look at this. 7 is now 9, 11. See this way and this way? He's 10,000, 11. And he's 9 and 10,000. 9 and 10,000 and 10,000 and 11 in Roman numerals. So when you switch it to the back door, don't forget everything needs its own house, so I built its corner. I extended beyond the last window. This is the corner I'm looking at so I can see both sides. This is what it looks like. Everything looks like this. Here's the 3, okay? And everything looks like this. 88, 88, 88, 888, 8, 8, 8, 8, 88, 88, 88, 88. How they connect. But this one is not 88, okay? I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this one for a value. This one over here is the same thing, but if I duplicate this and duplicate this, this one over here, duplicated on the other side because of this corner, will show me another 8 on this corner. Now, when this gets extended on this corner, okay, that would have to show me this number here, but extended, so it looks more like an L. But you already know it's 3 parts in 1 part, which is AC power. This is all open. You see, there's no doors on this one. There's doors on this one, but there's no doors on this one. Or you see, 2 open sides. Now, on this, okay, if we were going to the number 7, this one connects to this one. If we were going to the number 43, this number would connect to this one. If we were going 43 low shoe, this number here would connect to this one. 43 low shoe is right here. The 7 is in the spirit house. See the feeder? In order to have a roof, the roof shows we got to go up and down into a new area. Up and down. Up and down. The knowledge that we have in this world, it's shared for profit. It's solitary confinement, and solitary, you know how it works. What else did I want to do in here? My blinders are on. I was with Marty Leeds. I will go back and try and do and replicate that. Niacin, melatonin, lemon, lavender right now. I did want to say that the pumpkin, okay, is the last result from the lime and the lemon. The pumpkin is the last result of the lime and the lemon. Because the pumpkin shows you all those pieces and seeds. Well, if you take the shape of the outline of the pumpkin, it's actually, its reality is inside the orange, because it's the orange, but on the outside, without the skin. Because the orange got so hard, the skin fell off, and then it became that pumpkin. Take a good look at it. Take a good look. And all these curvatures, there is one thing I did want to do. There is one thing I did want to do. There is one thing I want to do. How we can do, look, the only reason we have to do it this way is, look, we're going to do this. I'm going to go like this, and like this, and like this, and come back again. Okay? Now you want to do a square? You want to see how a square looks? There's a reason. Now watch this. I go like this, I go like this, I go like this, I go like this, and I go like this. Now we have Hilton Hotels, right? Add 1 to this. The other way to do a square, okay, is like this. You bring it this way, you go like this, and you bring it this way. So you have 2 straight lines and 2 curved lines. On your keyboard, if you take a look at your keyboard, look, there's the bracket, there's the bracket. See the brackets? 9 is this one, 0 is this one. So 0 gets this one, right? And 9 gets this one. Fibonacci opening. And if you wanted, you go from this world to this world, right? But how do you go? You go over the top, you come back into the bottom, and you live into this world. Now the energy of this world comes right from the top, and then crisscrosses to both sides. Now you have your cube in between your eyes. One eye is like this. The other eye, if you really want to look at it, okay, the other eye is actually like this. Can't exactly design it properly. A good shot is because I don't have it properly exact in my head. Another thing I wanted to show with low shoe numbers is that in low shoe and in numbers, low shoe and numbers, the complicated thing I run into is the word numbers. When you hear numbers, you see a number sign here, you're always like have this thing in your head. But when I say low shoe, I know it's design, I know what's up to. When I say numbers, they're, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like too easy, but that's what it is. So we take 1 goes with 4 in low shoe, 2 goes with 9 in low shoe, 3 goes with 2 in low shoe, 4 and 3. 4 is in numbers, 3 low shoe, 5 numbers and 5 low shoe, 6 numbers, 7 low shoe, 8 numbers, 1 low shoe, 9 numbers, 6 low shoe. Now what we have to say is 4, 3, 1. AC/DC runs between 7 and 5. Again, the same 7 and 5 we run with 1/8 of the time around the clock. And there's 2 kinds of time, don't forget. The 360-degree 24-hour 72 parts times 5 equals 360. And there's a 12-hour clock. So we take in low shoe. Okay, we're going to go to the total here, which is 16. Well, the total is going to be 90 anyways, because it's just the same numbers, just in different positions. But now we're going to reduce them. 7 and 12 is 19, and 1 is 20, and 4 is 24, and 9 is 33, and 6 is 39. 39 plus we hit 10 once is 45. We get the same 45 again. We pass 10 once, add 5. Okay, we pass 10 twice, add 5. We pass 10 again, add 5. 5, 10, 15, 5, 5, 5, the same part of Marty Leeds. Why don't I do it here? Because 1 is inside of 0. Just add 5 for being over 10. Do you understand? Every other one is 6 because you have a 0, which is the dot in the center. The dot in the center gives you the 6 because of the 1 in the front. 10, 20, 10 and 20 is inside 30. 40 is separate. 40 is in 50. There's nothing in 60. It's in 70 and 80 and 90 in different ways. The moon. When you add these up, again, you get 525 again. 525, the same 525 that we got on that previous equation over here, which is 7 parts of 7 times 7 is 49. 7 by 5 is 3.5. So you have 35 and 49 is 84. And that's Neptune and Mars, and 84 is what you get out of Pluto. The one you left over, remember what I said over here? The one part you have left over, the 525, is the pin swinging, and that gives you the rest of the year, 365.25. If we continue on, oh, not on this one, it's the one before. If we continue on to it and we break it down, we have 5, 12, 20, 4, 33, 39 again, plus this one gets 6 is 45. 5 and 6 is 11, first and last. 2 and 9 is 11, first and last. 5 and 4 is 9, 7 and 1 is 8. This becomes the gateway, this becomes the IT, this becomes the Christ, which is included in the 3 worlds put into your head, and this becomes the communication. You can take away actually the first 2, but if you don't, it's 9 by 8 is 72 by 2 is the 144, 1440 minutes in 2 parts of the day. 288 is the multiplication, which is October 15th. If we go back the other way, it's 67. The spirit of 67 is 365.25. It means at least you woke up that morning, right? 6 a.m. wake-up call, 365.25. 0.25 divided time. 0.25 times 4 is 1. 4 by 6 is 24, which equals to 1. So it makes you up at 6 o'clock in the morning when the turkey crows. All right, turkey crows, chickens on top of the church. 13 will equal to 19. 15 will equal to 11. This would become 27. This would also become the egg. 13, 28 becomes the moon. This becomes man inside the 1 and 3 AC power that revolts on the moon inside creation. 1 and 1. 1 and 1 with 1 in the center, which is you. You're wearing the hat because you hold 2 sides. And the hat has been buzzed the same way you've seen on TV for 100 years. So this is low shoe. So the other thing in low shoe, when we want to go do the dice in low shoe, okay, instead of 1 getting 6, 4, okay, get 6, which is 7. So in low shoe, instead of 1 and 6, it's now 4 and 7, and that's Jesus. In low shoe, where it was 2 and 5, okay, it's now 9 and 5. That's the Einstein theory of the Big Bang, and we have to go through that. So this is the whole thing of what low shoe can do, reverted against the back side of the dice, in which all sides around it are 14. Again, another piece Marty Leeds did. So his thing was perfect. He was absolutely exact, even down to the 666. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 equals 210. 21, 22, 23, 24, all the way to 36, 6, 6, 6. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm not happy with exactly how I expressed myself. I know it takes an extreme amount of energy to just sit in and watch, because there's just, for me, I see too much information. And personally, I'd rather be sitting with 3-4 people having some kind of pep station, drinking a glass of wine, beer, whatever your favorite beverage is, laying back and just, if you really want to put together, because I solely really believe that this whole world can be really put back together for its own reality, if there is another reality to the reality we already know. Anyways, to just put you back up onto what I've been doing lately, I've been sort of painting that wall, if you can remember it, okay? And then I went on near my fridge over there. And then I went into the front wall, and now I'm going to finish that wall over there. And then we're going to finish that wall over there, and we're going to be about 95% done in the house. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. And the year of finding out the truth, or at least that there is another truth than the actuality we know. Our own perception is valued greatly, but we've been deceived. Thank you.